Alright, take a look at this. This is something I picked up a little while ago. I like CN&W, so got this. And I went ahead, I already converted the loco, so it's now DCC. The problem is, and I didn't realize this when I got it, is this car is a cab car, and what that means is at the end here it has both a headlight and tail light. And we'll just put the rest of this away for a sec here. And let's just zoom in here. Now, you may not be able to see too well, and I can't without these. But on the bottom there's a switch right there. When you look at it, it says on, where it is, or off. So right there it's on. And when you read the instructions, I know, weird thing to do, it says on-off switch for cab lights, cab coach. Cab coach is equipped with a power switch to deactivate the cab lights for mid-train operation. This switch can be accessed on the underside of the body shell on the cab end. And the switch can be replaced with an optional FL12 decoder for DCC control. That's all it says. And if you have it on, leave the switch on, and you put it on a DCC track, you get both the lights for the for running, the headlight, and the tail light. If you put it on DC, it's directional. So we're going to show you that. Alright, the switch is set to on. Here you see the cab coach coming toward us. I'll dim that light a little bit because we're on a DC track. I can easily do that. Okay, so there's the cab coach coming towards us. And switch it off, and now it's going away from us. And when it's going away from us, you should be able to see the red lights on the side there. Okay, now I'll get some more voltage. Should be able to see them a little bit better there. Yeah, there you go. Now, if we take that switch and turn it off, we put this guy back on the track. Oops, without shorting out the track, you'll see that there's no lights there at all. And when I turn it to forward, there's no lights there at all. However, you can see from the coach itself that it's well lit. So there's lights, it's just we turned the thing off. So that's what it looks like on DC. As mentioned in the instructions, it says the switch can be replaced. It doesn't say anything about how you might go about doing that. Which means I don't know if it's easy or hard. I haven't done it in one of these. I have done these switches in others, but those are completely different. So there's the switch. We got electrical contacts on one side. Well, let's see, what do we got here? This looks like this switch assembly will come out. So let's do a little probing and prying. Ooh, yeah, their cover comes off easily enough. Now we have the switch, which pulls out really easy. And then we have contacty things back there. My guess is that this part goes down and that whole thing slides back. So it'll go like this, I think. See how well it slides back. Yep, it's sliding back. I don't know if that did it. I don't think so. I think it needs to do more than that. It certainly makes good contact there when I do that. But I see a contact point there. Okay, so that's going to stop it from going too far. Okay, I'm going to do that again. Okay, that's in now. Now, what we're also going to have to do is program this thing. Ooh. Because by itself, can't take any commands, but I'm going to put it on the layout now and see what happens. Okay, so we changed it over to DCC. I showed you how he did that, put the chip in. Now it's in reverse. I programmed it to be the same as the engine number. And if I flip to forward, you can't see, here let me turn this light out, that'll help. There you can see the red lights are on. If I go to, that's in forward. If I go to reverse, then the headlight comes on. If I hit the switch to turn off lights, F1 turns them off. And back on again. You can see it goes towards me. And it goes away from me. Now I used Decoder Pro in order to program it. And it says there's no locomotive detected, and that's because the FL12 can't communicate back, so it can't be read. Because it can't be read, it can't send pulses, so it won't tell you. But I did program it to the number that I wanted, so that all works well. And here's an information sheet. If you go to here, and it says basic default address 03, 2 circuits, head tail lights, F0 toggles lights on and off, maximum current I wasn't worried about, an automatic switch to head or tail light corresponding to the direction the train is operating, which we saw, and apparently it does transponding, but I don't do that. And then to install it, remove the floorboard cover, you saw that. Remove the switch if pre-installed, you saw that. Orientation of the decoder. Okay, place the decoder in the touch something. Be sure the decoder's inserted firmly to the very end, which I did. And replace the floorboard cover, which I haven't done yet, but I'll do that right away and double check to make sure everything works. Anyway, that's how you install an FL12 and how it's supposed to work. So here's a shot of the whole train. You can see I've put lights in all the cars. And as you can see, because it's the tail end, it's red lights. And now, when I switch it around to go the opposite direction, the headlight comes on like it's supposed to. I think in real life the lights look a little better than they do in the camera because there's some green in there. It's pushing uphill, so it's a little slow. Now I put all my headlights on my engines to be dim when they're going backwards. So although it may not look like it, that's actually dim. You can see here if I go forwards, the light's a bit brighter. Of course this will go a lot faster. If you want to run at point train speed, it runs at a scale the 160. Okay, let's try running a little more prototypical here. Just so you know, this is 65 mile an hour scale. And there we go.